Hello guys, how is it going? So you should be able to hear me now. I was just tweaking some settings, making sure the stream was working correctly, but you should be able to hear me now. Hello, how are you doing guys? Herring, thank you very much for the super chat. It means a lot, brother. I hope you're doing good. Pro looking like water. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, guys. We're gonna do the face reveal in about 5 minutes. We're gonna enable the camera in about 5 minutes, but first I wanna make sure the stream is working correctly because I've been changing some settings. I'm currently using some new settings here on OBS, so I wanna make sure there's no lag. Just let me know in the comments if you notice any lag during the stream. So I'm just gonna play a bit, just gonna make sure the connection is good before I enable the camera, so we don't have to restart the stream or anything. Hello guys, how are you doing? Patrick, welcome to stream. Seriously Gaming, welcome to stream. Happy to see you, brother. Duty Smash, CGO, nice brother, nice to see you. I'm doing very good, happy to be here, and I am excited about this stream because, yeah, it'll be the first reveal we do inside the channel. Hello Dicky, happy to see you, how are you? Dekan, happy to see you. Bizarreliev. Face reveal and reaction to all videos. That could be interesting. Hello, Vox Shadow. Welcome to the stream. Chronox, welcome to the stream. Alright, guys. So is everything working good? Are you noticing any lag? Because that is what concerns me at the moment. Just, I need to make sure we aren't gonna suffer any lag during the stream with the current settings. Because, yeah, if you notice any lag, I'll have to restart the stream and make sure the settings are correct. Scottish Maya, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Mr. Bio, welcome. How are you, brother? Alright, guys. So apparently everything is perfect. That is good to hear. By the way, I'm also doing a vertical stream at the moment because I want to test how it works. And yeah, well, you know the advantage of the vertical streams. Just in case you want to check it out as well. Hey, Herring, you hope I have some sort of ridiculous costume and I'm trolling? Well, you'll be surprised. Hello, Ashley. How are you? Welcome. LS Racing, welcome to the stream. Alright, guys, so are you ready? It is about to happen right here. It is actually about to happen. First face reveal inside the channel. I'm gonna enable the face cam. And I am a bit nervous. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous, of course, because it is my first face reveal ever in the channel. But I think it'll make a huge difference when it comes to the future of the channel because, yeah, it is probably gonna improve the streams. Because I know a lot of you wanted to see my face and my reactions. In that regard, I think it'll be huge. So be ready, guys. It is about to happen. I'm gonna enable it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we have it. That's me. How is it going, guys? So, that is my face right there. I also enabled the camera inside the vertical live stream at the moment. And there you go, guys. That is the face of Brexit K. Well, there you go. It's been, I believe, like 5 years or 6 years, and since the very beginning, I've also gotten comments asking for a face reveal. Some of you already saw my face inside Discord because I posted a picture. I don't remember when, I think like 2 months ago. So yeah, I'm happy. Hello, El Freaky. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. Oh, the reactions are crazy. I'm not able to catch up with the comments. There are so many comments. True Mexican chat. Thank you, Sergio. Nice to see you, man. Well, thank you guys. Glad you are enjoying the face reveal. As I said, I think it's gonna be huge for the channel. And I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna use my face inside the videos, because I prefer to keep the camera outside of the videos, but definitely inside the streams. I think that'll be cool. Never seen chat so quick, right, Mr. Rahok? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Happy to see you today. Hey, Herring, thank you very much for another super chat. Man, I really appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot. So, time to grind, guys. Time to grind. Outdoors Fella, welcome to the stream and thank you for the super chat as well. I appreciate you guys. Very happy to be here with you. Also, thank you very much for the gift. Whoever sent the gift. Oh, Lindsay, thank you for the coins. It means a lot as well. Hey, Chopper, you see me. There you go. That is my face right there. Get that great one. Imagine if we actually happen to spawn the great one today. Genospika, welcome to the stream, by the way. And Oscar, 26 months as a member. That is a lot of time. That is a lot of time right there. Thank you very much for supporting the channel for that long. Hope he spawns today. Hopefully, Ashley. That would be amazing, because I've been wanting to get my first grade on Mule Deer for, well, since they came out. And this is the first time I've grinded them seriously. So we're gonna start right here by shooting a couple bugs over that side of the lake. That should be good. Alright, that is 2 extra kills. Daniel, thank you very much for the star. Right there, very useful for a channel. Look at this guy. Hello, Claytor. Nice to see you, brother. How many great ones do I have? I think 13 great ones. Hey, Oscar, thank you very much. Glad you think I'm the best creator in Call of the Wild. It means a lot, and thank you very much for the super chat as well. Your support means a lot. So yeah, I don't know if we already broke the record for concurrent viewers inside the channel, guys, but maybe, like, I don't know how many people are watching at the moment, but maybe around 100. Yeah, Jill, I completely agree. I think it is gonna be huge for the channel, and yeah, happy to be able to chat with you as always, guys. AWL, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So just give me a second, guys, because I need to enable the counters right here. Just so we can start counting the kills, because I have to, I've been configuring a lot of things. And yeah, I'm using new settings and everything. So yeah, just need to make sure everything is working right when it comes to how we count the kills. That was 2 more kills. 739 kills in total. Hey, Wiz. Brother, it's been a while. Happy to see you. How are you? Alright, so let's actually start focusing on the grind right here. Ooh, for a moment I thought that was a level 5 right there. It's just a, damn, 2 huge level 4s. That one is nice. Hello, Frostbite. How are you, brother? Happy to see you. Alright, guys, we're gonna shoot this 2 with the 7mm. I normally use the 300 for this kind of long-range shots, but on this case, since I want to make sure none of these, like we're on Bocce Diamond, we're gonna shoot them using an ethical weapon. Hey, L4K. Yeah, you've been a member for 1 month, and I appreciate you, brother. I'm happy to see you here. Yeah, absolutely, Chopper. A face cam is I imagine it's a completely new experience, not only for you, but also for me. Because, hold up, was that a hard shot? I think it was a hard shot. Because, yeah, it is literally the first time I use a face cam in 6 years, roughly, or 5 years. Hello, Hal. How are you? Tribalion, welcome to stream. Happy to see you. How are you doing? So we have a couple more Mule Deer over there. Bro. Terrible accuracy right there. Just die. And unfortunately, that shot wasn't good. So yeah, accuracy-wise, not great at the beginning. Damn, this guy was big. 297.96. That is a big Mule Deer. But what about the second? I wanna see if we actually hit a barrel on the second. Hello, Roasty. How are you, brother? Happy to see you. Jeff, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, you think I'm hot? Well, that is a big compliment right there. Oh yeah, you think I look like a football coach? So I think we actually ended up watching the other big level 4 because I'm not seeing more blood. Mule is bit tanky, you're so right, Chopper. But man, during the last stream we're actually being very accurate. This time, you know, Poch XK is making an appearance right here. Alright, so we're gonna focus on claiming the 2 we shot over here. Never seen chat so active. Right, Patrick? Yeah, this is the most active I've ever seen the chat be. Hello, Colin. Happy to see you, brother. Pandaman Hero, welcome to the stream. How are you? Fisherman Aram, happy to see you today. So... Alright, no more Mule Deer over there. We're gonna have to reset the time. And I think we're also gonna go check some exteriors over these 2 lakes. Your mustache is nice. Well, thank you. Fox Shadow is a headset. What do you mean it is a headset? Still playing the Angler to this day, just a great game to chill on. Absolutely. Yeah, I also still enjoy the Angler, and the competitions we've been doing on my Discord recently have been really fun. When is the next The Angler stream? Maybe tomorrow, LS Racing, but I don't want to promise anything because I've been taking care of my voice since I got a bit of a cold going on. So yeah, my voice is still a bit hoarse at the moment. It is already quite better though, but I'll see how it is tomorrow and we'll see. Alright, just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna turn on this fan and I think I'm gonna put my glasses on. Because, you know, I don't need glasses, but I normally use glasses for the PC. Just for the blue light. So just give me a second. Alright. Hey Liam, thank you very much for the super chat. Happy to see you today. How are you doing? Hey Herring, thank you for another super chat. Man, you've been killing it today. It means a lot, truly. What grade one are you hoping for? What variation? So as for the variation, you know, I'll be happy with anything that is in a... Hold up a second, there is the level 4 we showed earlier. He didn't even die, that's crazy. So I'm hoping for anything that is in a... You know, what is the Cinnamon Stripes? 4 type gold. I don't want that one. And I also don't want the Fungus Rack. But, you know, if I had to choose one, you know, I would say... like, if I had to choose one variation... Milky Way plus the big, non-typical rack. That would be my favorite variation for the Mule Deer. So that is the one I'm hoping for. Flobowski, happy to see you today. Yeah, it was our time, right? It was our time. I'm very happy it's already happening. I just needed to get a webcam pretty much, but I was being a bit lazy with that. So yeah, finally got a webcam, and finally got the courage to finally display my face during these streams. So that is 2 more kills right there. Okay, just gonna put this. Alright, that works better. Yeah, just to take care of my eyes right there. What webcam did you get? It is a... Man, I don't even remember the model, like the exact name. But it is a Logitech. It is a Logitech. I didn't want to get anything too fancy, since the face is gonna look small during the streams either way. So I got a Logitech Full HD. Like, I don't remember the exact model, but it works. It is working very, very good. Yeah, the mushroom rack is absolutely terrible herring. Goodbye, Chitty Hunts. It was nice to see you today. Yeah, I really look like a football coach. Seriously, gaming. Oh yeah, which team do you think I'll train? So we're gonna go to a main menu right here, and we're gonna change the time. Thank you, Connor. Thank you. Yeah, it took me a while, because a lot of time we're requesting like me getting a face cam at some point. But I think it was time. Hey Achop, thank you very much for the gold trophy. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. $219 wolves. 2019 wolves. Are you grinding wolves, Mr. Warhawk? Oh, it is the classes that give me the coach look. That makes sense, honestly. I don't use classes, but whenever I use the PC, I prefer to actually use those blue light glasses, just to protect my eyes, especially whenever I use the PC for a long time. 2011 Madrid. Oh yeah, do you think I could be their coach with this look? Hey, I appreciate that, Chopper. Yeah, like, it is the first time I run a short stream in several months. And I mean, like, I have to give you credit for that, because, yeah, if it wasn't for you making those short streams fairly consistently, I would have never known they were actually good to grow the channel. And they seem to be working fantastic for you, so that is great to see. Oh yeah, Mr. Rahok? Oh, I see. That makes sense. Hello, Brian. How are you? Alright, so, that is a lot of solos right there. There are 4 different solos, okay. So the grind is starting to move. Come on, brother, just go broadside for a second. Well, he didn't, but we have these 2 to shoot. 2 more kills. How long is the stream gonna be? To this match, I don't know just yet. But I plan to make it at least 2 hours, So yeah, I plan to make it at least 2 hours, and we'll see where it goes from there. How did you came up with ProXK? That is it is kind of funny, because I was making a profile on Xbox whenever I used to play on Xbox, and I just came up with the first thing that came to my mind, which was ProXK. It has no meaning. Like, then I gave it a meaning, but it never had any meaning at the beginning. So yeah, I was just like, Alright, so what do I name this profile? In 5 seconds, and I came up with that. Alright, so we're gonna go check our exteriors for a bit, just to make sure there's nothing special there. X-Tricks, sounds good, brother. Yeah, I hope you have a very good rest of your day, and it was nice to see you today. Thank you for joining us. So, there's usually a herd over that side of the lake, but there's a puma, bro. These pumas, eh? Hold up. 3 solos. I think those are all solos, so we're gonna start shooting them. Sounds good to this match. Yeah, you don't have to stay, you know. But it is really appreciated to at least see you here for a bit. So that should be 2 kills. 3 kills. And maybe 4. Nah. 3 more. Mule Deer right there. Hey, Big Rookie Muscle. Happy to see you today, brother. How are you doing? Yeah, the face cam. It finally happened. Exterminate those pumas. Hey, Herring. Thank you for under a super chat, you know. Like, you don't know how much it means to see you supporting the channel so much, brother. Like, it's really appreciated. So thank you very much, brother. And yeah, I'm gonna exterminate those pumas as soon as I see them, because I usually have a herd here, but man, that guy just spooked them all. Are you also on Twitch? I am currently not on Twitch, Chella. Hello, Gaming Zone. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Steve, welcome. How do I get a Diamond Jaguar? I've killed 50 and I still haven't gotten one. So for a Diamond Jaguar, you know, you already killed 50, which is a very good number. At that point, you should have already spawned one, if you were at least decently lucky. So my best advice would be to simply continue killing Jaguars, you know? It is probably gonna spawn soon. ProXK merge when? I've been thinking about it, Patrick, and you know, I plan to make some merch in the near future, because I've already been working on designing stuff. So yeah, we are probably gonna have some merch, like some simple stuff in the channel very soon. You should consider streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, absolutely, Bizarriliev. You know, I've been considering not only on Twitch, but also on TikTok at some point. Yeah, because I wanna, you know, like my biggest goal since I started this channel 6 years ago was always to be able to make this a full-time thing for me, or to have the possibility of becoming a full-time content creator. And I'm literally on the verge of that happening. You know, I just need that little extra boost. So, you know, I think streaming more consistently, possibly on other platforms as well, that could be a change, or the boost I need. Hey, Storian. Happy to see you, man. How are you? Facecam is fire, right? Yeah, happy to finally be able to use a facecam. And I'm gonna be using it very often whenever I stream. Also during the Angler. Sounds good to this match. It was nice to see you today. I hope you have a very good rest of your day. Alright, we're gonna go back to our main zone, to our main lake. There is a level 3, we spooked it. 3 more solos over that side of the lake. Plus another one, we're gonna shoot it. Should be good. Was the shot on the second not good? Unfortunately it wasn't. Bro. We played the Angler a few times, dude. It is super fun. Oh yeah, CGO. Like, that is the best thing about the Angler. Like, just get to play it with friends and with other people because everyone can join, and the fact that it is cross-platform is amazing. So yeah, I completely agree. And you know, whenever you play it again, whenever you stream it, you know, I'll be down to join you one of these days. Because I think that'll be fun. You know, the question is, are we gonna be able to spawn a diamond today, guys? Because I think we've only managed to spawn 2 diamonds during this grind while streaming. So it is time to start spawning more trophies. Is the bear grind easy? Well, it depends on where you do it. Gaming zone. For example, if you go to Silver Ridge Peaks and you do it there, yeah, it can be a fairly simple grind. Just make sure to look for some guides and you'll know it's very simple. Great to hear, Big Rocky Muscle. What do you think of a Yucatan Peninsula map with whitetail, Central American red, Yucatan brown brocket? Alright, so there is a lot of species. Could be good. Could be a good one. Big Rocky Muscle, you know, another map here on Mexico, better than Rancho El Arroyo? Yeah, I think it has a lot of potential. Hello, Orico. How are you doing? Happy to see you, brother. Bro is definitely the manager of like a second division Spanish team. Yeah, you know, that would be amazing. King Crab, imagine. You spawned the level 5, 335 minimum frostbite. That is a monster right there. Maybe max weight, eh? So we have 2 max estimates, alright. Spawning plenty of stuff right here. Hello, Jammer. Welcome to stream. How are you? Thank you. Oh yeah, do you think I could be the manager for Almería or Deportivo de La Coruña? Pizarriliev? Bro, what is this female doing, eh? Yeah, go down. So we're gonna shoot a couple of max estimates right here. Some big respawns indeed. Not a good hit. I think it was, actually. Bro. Tell me that shot was good, it wasn't. Max estimate for Mule Deer is 342.8. That is actually the max score. Two good hits. What football team do I support? So for clubs, CGO, the football team I support is usually Barcelona. You know, that is my favorite European club. But from Mexico, it is America, Club America. And well, from the national teams, it'll be of course Mexico and then Argentina. Yeah, but here's the Argentina part that King Crab doesn't like. Hey, thank you, Chamiathon. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Thank you for joining us. So we have a level 3 over there. Plus a level 2. Good hits. Mr. Dragon Jag. Yeah, I knew someone would call me out for that, but it is just my team. And you know what's funny? Mr. Dragon Jag. I am, and I live on Guadalajara, which is, you know, the city from where Chivas is, which is like America's biggest rival. So yeah, I live in the worst possible city to be an America fan. Hello, Steve. What is the most underrated map according to you? I would say Revontuli Coast, to be honest. Yeah, I would say Revontuli Coast is by far the most underrated map. Hey, Herring, thank you for another super chat, brother. Thank you very much. It means a lot, man. And what gun am I using? So my main gun for this grind, even though it's unethical, is the Arsina 300, just to make sure they die as quickly as possible. And my secondary gun, which is the one I use on the trophies, for example, whenever I don't want to botch him, is the Malmer 7mm, as you can see. Great rifle, by the way. Have you ever gotten a level 4 diamond Mule Deer? Never. Never, Steve. Good choice. Yeah, it is a very good choice, Fox Shadow. TKM, welcome. You love the videos? Happy to hear, brother. Means a lot to hear you say that. So we have 2 more level 2s down there. Well, there's also a level 3 actually. Was that good? It wasn't. That was. You live in Manchester, CGO? I didn't know that. I knew you were English, of course, but I didn't know you lived in Manchester. That's cool. So of course you're gonna support Manchester United, I imagine. Revontuli has been a little forgotten recently. Yeah, not a lot of people make content on Revontuli Coast, unfortunately. Which, you know, I think is sad, but it's understandable because it is already a fairly old reserve. But I hope to, you know, I plan to make some content about it very soon, especially some streams. So hopefully that'll bring some love back to that map because it deserves it. Wolf brother, hello brother, how are you? And thank you very much, happy to see you here as well. Like 45 minutes away from Manchester. Oh, that's cool, CGO. You know, hopefully one day I'll have the chance to visit England, because I think it is a nice country to go. Bye, hater. It was nice to see you today, brother. Hold on, give me a second. You should play the Angler a little bit more. Yeah, Hayden, you know, I love the Angler, of course. And I would have streamed it this week a second time if it wasn't because I got a bit of a cold. So I couldn't speak out. Well, I could speak, but it wasn't... Like, my voice was very hoarse for the last couple of days. So I couldn't stream the Angler whenever I wanted. But I may stream it tomorrow, you know? I think it is a really fun game and I've been really enjoying it. So we have 3 more over there. Should be good. It was. Bro, that one went out of render. 2 more kills. Revontuli Coast feels like it came out just yesterday, right, Patrick? It is an amazing map. I love the bears. I think the models are nice. So yeah, it is a... You know, like of course it doesn't look as new as some of the new reserves. Because I think the terrain is lacking a bit. But the animals are fantastic. I don't hate the Angler. The only reason I stopped playing was because when we transferred all my game data from my PS4 to my PS5, we didn't do the Angler and I lost all my progress. Damn. Well, that really sucks. That really sucks right there. It sucks to lose your progress, especially on that game, because it is very difficult to progress at the beginning for the beginners. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear. Much love from Ireland. Nice, you are from Ireland, TKM. Much love from Mexico as well. That is good to know, CGO. Your family is from Scotland. You know, I always wondered where your accent came from, because, like, of course you sound English, but it was like a different accent to the one I'm used to here. So maybe that's why. But I think you have a great accent, very unique. What grind are you doing? So I'm currently doing Mule Deer here on Parque Fernando. And yeah, we are currently using a method that lets us grind only using one lake, which is this one on the bottom left corner. So yeah, it's been working fantastic, let me tell you. Like, you know, of course, ASCII Ridge is a great place to grind Mule Deer. You could say maybe Rancho is also decent, but to me, Parque Fernando is just as good, if not better, than ASCII Ridge, using this method. Call of the Wild Lover. Yeah, you are liking the face reveal. I'm glad. Happy to see you today. Hello, Chilber. How are you doing? Happy to see you. Thank you for joining us. So... You look much younger than I imagined. Oh yeah? Yeah, I can imagine, because you know, I'm only 26 years old. So yeah, I'm fairly young. But I believe I got very similar comments the last time I did a face reveal. Because before this, I posted an image on my Discord server, I believe, maybe like a couple months ago. And yeah, a lot of people said I looked younger than how they imagined me. Hello, Tiffany. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Rancho used to be so good for whitetail, right? CGO, yeah, that is actually where I got my first grade 1 whitetail. And yeah, it was fantastic for sure. We're gonna check some of our exteriors. Pheasant grind when... Oh, sorry for taking some time to answer you, Flobowski. So the pheasant grind, we are still missing a grade on pheasant. But, you know, I cannot promise you a date. Probably after getting the Mule Deer. And I also wanna grind for a second grade 1 moose on Leighton Lake this time. So yeah, gotta complete those 2 grinds first, and then we'll go for the pheasant possibly. Bro, we hit a 3 right there. The hit wasn't even good on the level 3 damn. Alright, I guess it is time to go to the main menu. Glad to hear you are doing good, Tiffany. I'm also doing very good. Happy to be here and happy to finally do a face reveal. Personally, I like to shoot a great one when I see him. You know, that is how most people are, goodies. So yeah, I also like to shoot a great one whenever I see it. Although sometimes I wait, because of course I make content about it. Follow Hunter, welcome to the stream. How are you? Two more kills. You've been watching me for years, that means a lot, brother. Yeah, I know you've been around for a while. And talking about my voice condition, well, it is doing way better than it used to be, you know? Yeah, it's doing way better than it used to be, surprisingly, I would say. Of course, I have to thank God for letting me continue making content because, like, the fact my voice has improved so much, having a condition that is not supposed to improve, that is surprising. Just having a bit of a cough right now because of the cold. He did a pheasant grind on Hirschfelden. Yeah, King Crab. You know, I prefer to forget about that grind. Hello, Funk. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I prefer to forget about that grind because, man, that was difficult. Hello, Justin. How are you doing? So, time to reset time once again. Hold on a second, this is a level 3. 2 males in front of the tent. That is 1. That is 2, perfect. Bro, I spawned 4 grade 1 and the 5th grade 1 isn't spawned after 100,000 kills. 100,000 kills, are you kidding me? That's crazy. Well, I mean, 4 grade 1s is fantastic though. But I don't think you have killed 100,000. Or are you talking about your total number of kills overall? You liking the grind on this map? Yeah, CGO. Like, there have been some inconsistencies with the response on the main lake, because sometimes they take, you know, longer than you would expect, but overall it's been very consistent, so very good grind so far, I would say. Try Rancho for Pheasant. Yeah, I wanna try Rancho for Pheasant, honestly. Because yeah, of course, a lot of people want me to go back to Hirschfelden since we started the grind there. But at the same time, Hirschfelden is the most difficult map to grind them, so yeah, I think I'm gonna try Rancho next time. Hello, Glob, happy to see you today. How are you doing? I watched your The Angler videos and got my first diamond, which was a sturgeon. Nice, Hayden. Nice, glad those videos could help you get your first diamond. It means a lot to hear. Hello, Milan. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? Mule Deer grind is quite enjoyable on Parque. Yeah, absolutely. So I guess we'll have to change the time once again because none of our solos is spawned. Sounds good, Herring. It was nice to see you today, and thank you very much for all the support you've shown today. It means a lot, brother. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Where are the males? I am predicting the great one. Cobweb, Enigma, Hard Rack. That'll be a nice combo. You know, I would love to get a Hard Rack. So, man, hopefully you're right. Good luck, Sergio. You started the Fox grind on Scotland. Well, that'll be a fun grind. So yeah, I've never tried grinding for the Fox or on any map. So whenever I make it, or whenever I start a Fox grind, I may do it on Scotland actually, because yeah, I've heard it is very decent. So there's only one male on this run. Where are... Okay, finally. There's a level 4 plus a level 3. Pretty sure the 4 has no chance of making diamond. Was that not a good hit? Maybe. Alright. Hello, Swinek. Happy to see you today. How are you doing? Opinion on the Red Deer grind on Emerald Coast. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you because I've never grinded for the Red Deer on Emerald Coast. But if we pay attention to their locations, should be a moderately difficult grind. Honestly, not the easiest map to grind them, not the hardest. It is probably in the middle. Hello, Is the Beast. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Great to hear you are doing great, Glob. Happy to see you today. Hello, Matthew. Bro, I spawned my 3rd grade on Fallow Deer after 1603 kills. Nice, a Fable Hooded with a Spoon Rack. That is nice. Congratulations, man. Aurora, pro face reveal. Yeah, it is happening, as you can see. It is happening, and I am happy. Happy I finally had the courage to actually install a camera and start actually streaming with my face. Nice hit. Hey, Jivers. Happy to see you, brother. How are you? Doing very good. Doing foxes on Emerald Coast at the moment. Red Fox on Emerald Coast. I saw you were grinding foxes, but I didn't know it was Emerald Coast. CGO. So how is that grind going? Happy to hear, Christmas. Glad to hear you find the guides helpful. Going to start grinding blackberries in Silverish Peaks. Any recommendations? So yeah, if you are gonna use the 4-leg method, you know there are plenty of guides on YouTube talking about that method. So yeah, just go take a look at some guides and you'll notice it is very, very easy to grind them there. What is my diamond rate on this grind? Welcome to the stream, by the way. So my diamond rate is actually very poor right now because, as you can see, I've killed, you know, almost 800 Mule Deer and only 4 diamonds so far, plus 1 rare. So yeah, I'm averaging 1 diamond every 150 kills roughly. But I'm using no hair management at the moment. That is the thing. Hello, Trout Lover. How are you doing, brother? Grinding Red Deer on Scotland, 137 kills in. Nice. So are you finding the grind easy on Scotland, Matthew? Good to hear it is good. Sergio, you found a mythical female. That is super cool indeed. That is possibly rarer than a diamond. Hello, John Snyder. How are you doing? Connor, welcome to the stream. How in the world do you like the stream in this format? You know, I'm currently streaming in horizontal and vertical at the same time. So yeah, you don't have to watch the vertical streams. Like you can go to the horizontal format. But the vertical is better for, you know, the people that like to watch shorts. On their phone especially. So yeah, it is good to do them both at the same time to cater to to a bigger audience. Because not everyone wants the horizontal streams neither. I also got many max core, max weight diamonds lately. Ooh, I saw you posted a community record blacktail, or black bear I mean. Swing exo, that is fantastic. Should be good, it wasn't. We zeroed for 75. But that should do it. Just got a pebble moose on New England and looking good, by the way. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you very much, brother. I hope you're doing good and thank you for joining us today. Happy to see you. Only one rare is actually crazy, yeah. Yeah, I've been very unlucky with the rares. Because, you know, well, I started this grind using every single leg at some point. Because as you can see, I have 10s over here as well. And I also used to have more 10s over these legs. So yeah, I was grinding using a different method before I started with this one. And I got something like 3 rares on like 500 kills before. But once I started this one leg method, yeah, my rare rate really decreased. To the point where I've only found 1 rare, which was a melanistic though. And a lot of people say the melanistics are even rarer than the great ones. So yeah, okay, we're gonna reset the time right here. Yeah, Chilbara, I completely agree. The vertical streams have an advantage, which is, of course, they cater to a bigger audience because a lot of people are watching shorts nowadays. So yeah, they help you get discovered more easily. And also, when it comes to gaining subscribers, they also help a lot. Because, for example, with a normal horizontal stream, you know, if I'm lucky, I get maybe 10 subscribers in one stream. But whenever I've done verticals, yeah, it is completely different. A lot more subscribers. Hello, Seabox. Happy to see you today. How are you doing? Yeah, you are surprised with the face reveal? So, no response. We're gonna go to our exterior right here. The real puts, welcome to the stream. Does one use more bandwidth than the other, referring to vertical than horizontal? So I believe they should be the same. You know, it depends on what kind of settings you use, but when it comes to the bandwidth, it should be exactly the same if you use the same settings. Puts. So we're barely seeing any Mule Deer during this run, which is interesting. Hello, Timmy. I'm doing very good. How are you doing? There is a level 3 right there. I'll do it. We're gonna leave the level 2. Thank you, Big Rocky Muscle and Timey. Means a lot to hear you say that. Just don't go crazy like the people on Discord, guys. Oh, because I was getting some DMs the day I posted a picture of me. It was hilarious. Using just a one leg method, do you not get a massive build-up with hunting pressure? So yeah, that is one thing I have to pay attention to, CGO. Yeah, because of course the hunting pressure can be an issue. And whenever you use a one leg method, a spawn trap, like on this case, yeah, if your hunting pressure gets to a point where you end up deleting all the zones in that lake, that causes every single animal to jump to another lake. So we have to be careful to, for example, not delete these two. And to try to shoot everything from the tripods. Hello, Big Game. Thank you. Thank you for joining the stream as well. Yeah, that day was something, King Crab. I remember it. But damn, this run has been slow. There are no mule deer, not even on our exteriors. I guess we'll have to change the time to a later time, like, I don't know, 1700, in order for the spawns to be more consistent. But look, so we actually have some bugs over there. Great to hear, Timey. Great to hear you are doing good. And great to hear the streams have been helping you. You got dumped a while ago. That really sucks, bro. Yeah, really sucks. You had to go through that. So yeah, just, focus on refreshing your mind. That is the most important thing. Next shot on that one. All right. Thank you, Seawox. Mr. Warhawk. That's hilarious. This has been a really mediocre day of grinding, guys, I would say. Sure, the face cam and face reveal, everything was cool, but man, when it comes to the actual grinding, the respawns have not been there. And like, how can we expect to get diamonds if we cannot even get respawns at the moment? Because, for example, during the last stream, we're actually getting a lot of consistent spawns, but this time we're barely seeing bugs. Look, we have a couple over there. But what about the others? Kill count 777. Is this a sign? It may be a sign that we're about to get trolled once again. Have you ever watched a great one? Fortunately never, Matthew. Yeah, fortunately I've never watched a great one. That would suck. About time. 4 more bucks over there plus 2 more on that side. Alright. Not a good hit. Bro. 2 more kills right here. Those went alert. Should be good. Nice. By the way, guys, we just hit our subscriber goal for the day. Thank you very much to everyone that subscribed to the channel. And now we're gonna make it. Just give me a second. We're gonna change our goal to 31,400 subscribers. Just give me a second. Hello, Speedrun Hans. Welcome to stream. Happy to see you today. So we have the goal. You know, I need to find a way to do this quicker. But now it is 31,400 subscribers, guys. Perfect. Watched 2 consecutive a few days ago. 2 consecutive great ones, Sergio. That's crazy. Damn, what were they? Hello, RRCW. Welcome to the stream. So we have 2 level 3s over that side of the lake. Plus a level 3. Finally some respawns. Got a Bible rodeo right now. Nice, Winnick. So where are you grinding for the rodeo? Bro, we missed that shot terribly. Maybe good, it wasn't. Still gonna die. So you was a super rare, Mr. Rahog. That is really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear. Got an albino jaguar last night, still looking for a great one though. Hopefully you managed to get your great one, brother. You know, albino jaguar is a nice rare. Nice hit. So what are you grinding for at the moment, guys? Are you currently grinding for any great one in particular? Hello, Planet Hunter. Welcome, how are you doing? What do you think of the multi-mount requirements for Peru? Big Rocky Muscle. Personally, I think it's a, you know, it is kinda cool that, well, some multi-mounts are behind, like, having to make the missions, or having to do some missions. But in my opinion, the fact it is every single multi-mount isn't great. Like, in my opinion, some multi-mounts should be behind the storyline, and some others should be like part of the base game. Hey Lucas, thank you very much for the tacos. It means a lot. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. Gator Steeler, happy to see you. You are currently grinding for the Great One Wolf on Yukon Valley. Nice. That is great. Hello, thank you for the Mic Trop, Lucas. Thank you for the jewels. The fact, you know, you are supporting the channel, it means a lot, brother. I appreciate it. You know, it helps more than you think. Grinding for an albino lion and a hybrid golden eye. Nice. Albino lion grind, that is an interesting grind. Hey, Easy Kayak, thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. And whoever got the gifted membership, make sure to thank Sea Kayak. Just got my 17th Great One Red Deer. 17th Great One Red Deer. That is insane. Court. Congratulations. Grinding for a red-breasted corper, blue corper, and canary corper. Nice. Pulse. You know, I remember the red-breasted corper. That was by far the hardest. So hopefully you manage to get it soon. That is a difficult Great One. Hello, Iverson. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream, by the way. So, plenty of kills during this run. But, you know, I also want to go to my exteriors and just take a look at our herds right there. Is Parque a good map for farming with a mule? Is Parque a good map for grinding mule deer? Is that what you mean, Seawax? So yeah, for Mule Deer, Parque Fernando is a very good option, especially using the method I'm using at the moment. So yeah, I would recommend you give it a try. For example, I made a couple videos talking about this grind and showing exactly how to set up for the Mule Deer. So yeah, I would recommend you taking a look at those videos in case you wanna start a grind here. Still haven't finished thinking. I still haven't finished thinking to continue with the fallow deer or start with the roe deer or black bear. You know, I guess it depends on what you are missing, El Freaky. Like, if you already got a fallow deer and are missing the other two species, yeah, of course, I think it would be a better option to go for the ones you are missing, in my opinion. How do I do the whitetail grind? Welcome to the stream, Chim Chim. I keep entering up with only female packs and never bucks. So if your bucks aren't responding, Chim Chim, you know, that seems to be like something that happens with a lot of grinds. And you know, normally the best thing you can do in that case is to go to your exterior zones, or to the zones you normally don't hunt, and shoot bucks there, because that usually like causes the bucks you aren't getting response, or causes the bucks that aren't responding to respawn again. So that is something you can do. Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for the tacos. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. It really, really means more than you think. 116 likes. That may be a record, Sergio, honestly. So yeah, guys, to anyone who's been liking the stream, thank you very much. And also to anyone who's been subscribing to the channel today. Yeah, you know, I am very happy. to see people subscribing, because our goal this year is to reach 35,000 subscribers, preferably before December. So it is really helpful, guys. And you know, when it comes to streams, liking the stream, that is the best thing you can do. It helps the stream get promoted inside YouTube. So thank you very much, guys. Matt Berserker, welcome. I've used your maps for a long time and pushed a lot of people to your Discord to use your maps. That means a lot, brother. Thank you for recommending my maps, and I am glad you find them helpful. Yeah, thank you very much, brother. Thank you for subscribing as well. Thought you were older with that voice. That makes sense. Micro, Mitek, welcome to the stream, by the way. So yeah, I've gotten that a lot, and that makes sense, to be honest. You know what's crazy? Like, my voice used to be deeper before my condition. So yeah, that would have been even worse if my voice was how it used to be. Like, I had people like tell me they expected me to be like 40, and I'm currently 26. KRS Honin, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you, Leo, for the 20 jewels. I appreciate your support, man. It means a lot. 16 on the vertical stream too. 16 viewers or likes, Mr. Rahok. Alright, so we have another herd over there. Ooh, that is a Dalot female, who cares? We're gonna shoot the 3 bucks. Ooh, hold up. Is that a mosaic? Hold up a second, guys. Look, hold up. Yeah, I think it is a mosaic level 3 on the same herd with a Dilute. What in the world? Look. Another rare on our exterior zones. Bro. Look, 2 rares next to each other right there. That's insane. And on a completely new zone as well. Maybe initial spawn, maybe not. But damn. That's kinda crazy. Maybe, Sergio, maybe. You know, maybe the exercise or the frequent exercise helps. Yeah, that's crazy, guys, honestly. Hello, Dybala. Welcome to stream. How are you? We're gonna shoot this one right here. But damn, 2 rares on the same herd, even though one is a female. That is the best thing we have had happen during this grind. I had a hard time saying it, Mr. Rahul. But it looked weird. Bro, what was that? Damn, we missed. Just die. I don't think it's gonna die. Damn. So yeah, which herd was it? I think it was the one on the zone. But damn, 2 rares on the same herd, even though it's part of our exteriors, I won't complain. Thank you, Dybala. Glad you think I'm beautiful. Hello, MJ. Thank you for the 2 jewels. Thank you for sending 100. I appreciate your support, man. Chiga Miga, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hello, Jet. Oh yeah, you think so? You think so? Well, that's great to hear, honestly. Thank you. You look 95% similar to this one fitness influencer, which is named Bernardo Robel. I'll have to look for it. I'll have to look for him. But that is interesting. Your voice is so magical. Glad you think so, chica amiga. Where are you from? I'm from Mexico. So yeah, I'm from Mexico, and I'm just super happy to still be able to record, because just 1 year ago, guys, like just 1 year from now, I was barely able to speak due to my condition. Like, do you remember the video I posted with the melanistic beaver? With the super rare melanistic beaver? That was roughly, or a bit less than a year ago. And I could barely speak. So, 1 year later, to be able to continue making content and to be on the verge of being able to do this a full-time thing, that's amazing. I would have never expected that, because I was already thinking on quitting. Because yeah, I could see no way in how I could continue growing if I wasn't able to speak. How old am I? 26, Dybala. 26 years old. So the training time is over for the Mule Deer, which means we'll have to go and change the time in order for us to be able to kill the 2 rares we spotted. You thought I was black, some. That makes sense. I'm very toasted. I am Mexican. You think I sound like a completely different person, Mr. Rahok? Yeah, I've watched my older videos, before my condition, and I sounded very different. And, the main reason is because even though I can still speak, like, freely, like, the tension is still there. Like, the tension that is caused by my condition is still always present. So that weakens my voice. Like, it really weakens my voice, but I'm still able to speak, fortunately. If you quit, where would we get the hotspot maps? Yeah, that's fair, Sigio. Yeah, I guess you'll have to go to other sources if that happens. But I'm hoping it won't come to that. Is it lagging? Maybe. Maybe. Let me check. I don't think it is lagging, I think. Well, this thing says the connection is excellent at the moment. So it shouldn't be lagging. Maybe it is, though. What is your condition, if it's not rude to ask? It is called spasmodic dysphonia, Milan. So yeah, you can look it up in the internet. Yeah, apparently it is only you, Sergio. Although I wouldn't be surprised if it is also me. But apparently everything is fine at the moment. So we changed the time, but I think we're also gonna go to the main menu just to make sure everything is working nice. Hello, Flocking theHunter. Nice to see you once again, brother. That's so nice, Putz. I was thinking, like, whenever I wasn't able to speak, I was actually thinking on using a AI voice, to clone my voice and then use an AI tool to speak that way, but that would have been terrible. Thank you, chica amiga. Means a lot to hear you say that. Glad you enjoy the content. Hello, Scoser. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Tony, nice to see you, man. How are you? Alright, guys, we're gonna go to the zone where we spotted these 2 rares. It is kinda far from our nearest tent though. So as soon as I see him, we're simply gonna shoot him using the 7mm. By the way guys, what is the most recent trophy you have gotten? You know, I always like to ask you what is the most recent trophy you have gotten, but I love to hear what kind of stuff you have managed to obtain recently. You know, personally, my most recent trophy, I believe, was the diamond mule deer I got during the last stream. The one that finally broke the course because we got 4 consecutive trolls before that one. Diamond Mountain Hare in Bible Road Deer. Nice, Winnick. So you got the Bible Road Deer today, right? Yesterday I got a level 7 melanistic lynx. That is a sick rare right there, Bizarrelief. That is a sick rare, I'm jealous. Diamond Springbok while looking for a big gold. Nice, Daniel. Yeah, you are currently doing the competition, right? Mela Red Fox, that is sick, CGO. Congratulations, it sounds like your grind is going nice, eh? Got my second grade on Whitetail on Mississippi. Congrats. Congrats, flocking the hunter. Second grade on Whitetail on Mississippi Acres. That's amazing because it doesn't seem to be easy to grind them on that map. Bible Road Deer on the Quattro grind. Nice, Mr. Rahog. I do believe sign language is the only language that doesn't change like Spanish, German, English. Maybe not, but you know, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but yeah, it may be sort of a universal language. Alright, so there we have the 2 rares, guys. There's the Mosaic, which is the one that we want. Because of course the dilute female is cool, but the Mosaic is much better. We are simply gonna shoot it right here. You got a great on fallow deer, Fang? Nice. Congratulations. Which fur type did you get? It was a Fable Silver with the Elk Rack. That is a nice combo. I'll take that. Bro, this level 3 just stopped in front of the Mosaic, but we can still see it. Level 7 female gold as well. That's 6, yo. You know, I'm very jealous of that because so far I've only gotten 1 melanistic for the fox, but it was a female. Like a small female. Great on fallow deer, but it's not dead yet. Nice, Matthew. So, what are you waiting for? Do you plan to stack it? Melanistic Vicuña and Puma. Nice, Gator. So, it was a Melanistic Vicuña and a Mela Puma as well? You got a great one, Jaguar. Scouser, congratulations. Which variation? Should we take the shot right here? It is kinda risky because it is behind that level 3. But I think I'm gonna go for it, guys. Should be good. It was. Perfect. How many great ones do you have, bro? So I have, I think 14 different great ones. Flocking the hunter. Yeah, 14 different great ones, but I'm still missing 4 species, I believe. Nice, Gator. 2 melanistics, that's insane. Yeah, it was one of my older videos, CGO. The one where I got the melanistic female fox on Hirschfelden. Like, I remember that video, it did very well at that time. It was a porcelain. Nice, Cozer. I love that fur type. You know, I haven't grinded for the Jaguar. Well, I killed, I believe, 100 Jaguars and then I left the grind. But whenever I retake it, the porcelain is one of the fur types I really want. Bro, when you grind black bear on Oh, when will you grind black bear on New England mountains? Never, Swinek. You know, I would prefer to keep my sanity intact, and a good way to do it is to avoid grinding anything on New England mountains, you know? Because yeah, you really put your sanity at risk while grinding on that map. Hello, Taxigori. Happy to see you, brother. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna shoot a couple of males right here, if possible. There is one. I got my Great on Jaguar. Haven't killed it yet. And a couple Diamond Quarry. Nice, Mr. Dragon Jack. What 4 type did you get for the Jaguar? It only took you 40 to 50 kills, Scouser. Well, that's pretty cool. Short grind. You gotta love a short grind. Also, all 4 rare crocodiles. Nice, Hero Stealer. 4 rare crocodiles, that's crazy. You know, personally, I'm missing the male piebald and the albino in order to have them all. Good to see you too. Nice, Laxiori. Yeah, this is the first time I show my face during a live stream. So, very happy about that. It was about time. You finally revealed your voice in your channel, Frostbite? Well, that is a really special moment. I also remember the first time I revealed my voice, and man, I was nervous. Yeah, I was nervous, and for a very good reason, because I was recording from a toaster, and I sounded really Indian, as you've seen on the older content, so yeah, I had plenty of reasons to be nervous about that. Although I would be lying if I said that I was fully conscious of how bad my voice was, you know. Someone unfortunately stole a level 3 green wing teal from me on New England mountains yesterday. At least I think they stole it because I hunted for it for almost 6 hours. Damn. That sucks, Winnet. That is the disadvantage of multiplayer. But anyway, guys, here we have this mosaic. And it looks amazing. I think it's the 3rd mosaic mule deer I get, which is crazy. Hello, monster. Okay, welcome to stream. Great content over the years. Nice to see who provides it. I am glad you've been enjoying the content for so long, monster. And yeah, it is nice to finally give a face to the channel. Hey, Nate. Nice to see you, man. How are you doing? The best guys around. It means a lot to hear you say that, brother. Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you. So here we have this guy. Another rare, we're gonna count it right here. Time to finally move the counter. So that makes it 2 rares, guys. 2 rares during this grind. 4 diamonds after roughly 800 kills. Not too bad. There was also a dilute female on this herd, but who cares? Now it's time to go back to our main lake and continue shooting some solos right here. That is the goal. Bro, do you remember your super rare melanistic wild boar? I do. You know, a lot of people have asked me if I prefer the melanistic wild boar over, for example, the melanistic beaver. And yeah, I do. I think that wild boar, especially because it was during a time where diamonds were harder, in my opinion. You know, that's possibly my 2nd favorite trophy ever, after the pale diamond capercaillie, of course. Nice hit. Just die, brother. Maybe he'll die. Great to hear you are doing well, Nate. My 2nd super mule deer was a mosaic. Oh, that's crazy. Mosaic diamond mule deer. That's one of the best things you can get for the mule deer, in my opinion. You should play on my Emerald Goose map. I've had 2 albinos and 2 piebald. For the crocodiles, well, it sounds like your population is completely stacked. You sound AI. That is interesting. Toxic. You know, I think it's the first time I get someone saying I sound AI. You know, hopefully that is a compliment. Hey, Youngside, welcome to the stream. You like the face cam? Nice, I'm glad to hear. Are you her management on this grind? Not at the moment, Matthew. You know, I'm considering starting doing her management in the future, especially because of how few diamonds we've been getting. But I think we're gonna, if I start doing her management, we're gonna start doing it after 1,000 kills. Alright, we're gonna change the time right here. So there's a level 4 plus a level 3 over there. 2 level 3s as well, plus a level 3. Alright, that's perfect. Should be good. 3 more kills. Might have been a good shot as well. It wasn't, unfortunately. Well, he's going down, actually. Was that good as well? It was. Alright. I think that was a non-viral, maybe. They let anyone in here. Yeah, it's been a very good stream, and understandably, because of course a lot of people wanted to see my face for the first time. Hello, Owen. Welcome to the stream. You remember the Pale Diamond Copper Kelly, Bryant? That was a really cool trophy. In my opinion, the best one I've gotten so far. Done hair management for Foul Deer. For my first hair management grind, it wasn't that bad. That is great to hear, Matthew. Yeah, possibly Fallow Deer is the one of the easy species to hair manage on the entire game. Hello, Dame. Glad to hear you enjoy the content that much. And thank you very much. Happy to see you, brother. Thank you for joining the stream. Hey, Caitlin. How are you doing? Welcome. The Bear Queen. What is the best map for Fallow Deer? So the best map for Fallow Deer, I would say, is definitely the Awaroa. Gator Stealer. Yeah, definitely the Awaroa. It is very simple to grind them there. Alright, couple of males right here. Easy kills. Just stop right there, buddy. Die. Perfect. 2 more kills. Why do you prefer to do the Mule Deer grind on this map and not on ASCII? Essentially to do something different, Jet. You know, a lot of people grind the Mule Deer on ASCII Rage, and I wanted to do something different to what people normally do while streaming. So yeah, I decided to choose a different map, and the best thing about doing a Mule Deer grind here on Parque is that you can pretty much do the entire grind using only a single lake. which is this one right here on Tierra Pico. So yeah, it's a really good grind. Definitely comparable to the grind on ASCII when it comes to how easy it is. Hello T-Bing. Welcome to the stream. Like the vertical and the face reveal. Yeah, it's been a really good stream so far. A lot of people for sure. There's a damn puma. I hope you're also having a very good day, Caitlin. You have 2 great on Mule Deers from Rancho El Arroyo, Matt Perseker. Oh, that's cool. You know, I was really considering to do this grind on Rancho instead of here on Parque. But, you know, maybe for the second. Maybe for the second you will go to Rancho, I mean. What was your first grade one? So, when my first grade one was a grade on whitetail on Rancho El Arroyo. And then my second was a red deer on Cuatro Colinas, I'm pretty sure. Hey Richard, welcome to the stream. This is a dream come true. The face reveal? It was bound to happen and it took me a while, but I am happy I finally had the courage to actually show my face. During a live stream though, because I already shown my face on a picture on Discord. So it is time to go back to the main menu and change the time. Yeah, Jed, it is my first face reveal on YouTube. Because a couple months ago I did one on Discord. How do I make money fast? KRS hunting, so the best method to make money fast is to hunt crocodiles on Emerald Coast, by far. So you'll go to Emerald Coast, go to the East Coast, and try to kill as many crocodiles as quickly as possible. That is the strategy. What map are you on? I'm currently hunting on Parque Fernando, Owen. Yeah, Parque Fernando, really good map for the mule deer. The setup is rough on Rancho, but it is very smooth after. That is good to hear. You know, that is usually how it goes with most maps. It is hard to start the setup, but once the setup starts working, it tends to be very smooth. Hello, AMK. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You were waiting for a long time, Richard, for this face reveal. Well, there you go. You know, it took me way too long to make it. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, you know, I'm sure a lot of people were really looking forward to this day. Time to change the time. Hey, Flocking the Hunter, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. I hope you are doing good. Alright, 3 solos over there. AMK, I'm glad to hear you are doing good. I'm also doing good. You know, it's been an amazing stream so far, and I am very happy to finally make this face reveal happen. 2 solo females. We're gonna have to swap some solos for some solo males at some point. Because yeah, our lake is getting full of females. Two more kills. Was that good? Maybe not. Are you sad that Call of the Wild the Angler stopped getting updates? Yeah. Yeah, you know, it happened more than a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that made me sad for sure, because I used to love making content for that game, and of course I can continue making content, but it's not the same when you know the game has no future. Bro, what is the best way to get a diamond road here, and what is the best map for those? So for the diamond road here, you'll want to start a grind on Cuatro Colinas, Swinnick, like if you want the absolute easiest way. But like if you wanna just hunt for one casually, you know, I would recommend you to go to Scotland. Scotland tends to be very easy for the road here. Thank you, Flocking the Hunter. Thank you, brother. You said you can do mostly entire grind on that one lake. Yeah, right. What part can you not do on that lake? Because this lake is fantastic, not only for the mule deer, but also for puma, axis deer, red deer, of course. Like you can also set up an entire red deer grind only using this lake. So yeah, it is really good. Rip Angler, right? Yeah, it still makes me sad to this day. Hello, Dunkin Lamp. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Coopster. How are you doing? How do you do a grind without the zones going into a dead zone? So you'll want to, for example, in the case of this grind, the reason why our response are being consistent is because this lake in particular, like, it is consistent already. Like, you don't have to do anything to this lake in order for it to be consistent. It is what we call a spawn trap. So yeah, if you want your zones to not become dead zones, you know, apart from, of course, avoiding creating too much hunting pressure around that zone, like, you'll want to grind on the areas that we know are consistent. So yeah, you can look for guides depending on the species you want to hunt. You know, some species have more consistent areas than the others. But yeah, it depends on the species. How long have you been streaming for? Today? Almost a couple hours, if I'm not mistaken. Hey Darius, nice to see you, man. The face reveal happened, finally. I actually had a lot of luck on Hirsch with the road deer. Lots of road deer in the fields. Yeah, Hirschfelden is decent for the road deer, but I wouldn't call it the easiest. Alright, some response over that side. $4. Just got a piebald and a diamond whitetail because of your tip about the zones. Nice. You know, I didn't even remember which tip I gave you, but you know, I'm glad it worked, brother. There's a level 3 right here. That'll do it. Hey, just wanted to share my appreciation for your hotspot maps. You know, it means a lot to hear you say that. OGOP. Your maps are the best in my opinion, and are more detailed and have more zones that are on other Conan Guerrero's maps. You know, I'm glad you find the maps that are accurate, and you know, it takes a lot of work to make them accurate. I know some of the recent maps have mistakes that I haven't corrected, but thank you, brother. You know, it means a lot, and it's really encouraging to hear people say my maps are accurate and that are useful. Like, it really motivates me to continue making them in the future. That should be... Well, that was not even 2, bro. What in the world is this 300 doing? Or what am I doing? Because that was my aim. Come on, go down. He didn't go down, he went out of render. But that was 2 kills, alright. What guns are you using right now? So as for the main gun, I am using the Arsina 300 Owen. It is unethical for the mule deer, but what I care the most is to kill them as quickly as possible. And then for the mule deer I actually wanna shoot ethically, I use the Malmer 7mm. Only 39 more until the Great One spawns, as I predicted last time. Hopefully you're right, Thano. That would be amazing. So we have 2 bugs right there. There's a third one as well. Any new trophy since the beginning of the stream? We got a mosaic, Mr. View. Yeah, we got a level 3 mosaic, I believe it was. But that was on an exterior zone. So it was weird. And the best part about it, or the craziest part about it, is that it was next to a dilute female. So there were 2 rares next to each other. That was 2 kills, maybe 3 if that guy goes down as well. I don't think he will though. Great one soon, hopefully you're right, Goopster. Yeah, let's cross our fingers and let's hope this great one finally spawns today. RSG Fishing, welcome to the stream. Any diamonds? Not today, unfortunately. Yeah, today we haven't been lucky with the diamonds, but we got a rare. What fur type and rack are you looking for? So, you know, the Milky Way fur type, that is my favorite CGO. And as for the rack, you know, my favorite for the Mule Deer is the big, non-typical rack. The highest scoring rack, that is the one I really want. So it'll be that one with the Milky Way. That should be good. Perfect. There was another, that is a female. 2 more kills. Not even sure if that level 2 male could even be called a buck. Yeah, right. It is a baby. My first diamond and my first albino, I accidentally deleted. Damn. So you deleted your first diamond and albino by accident. Well, that is unfortunate, Owen. You know, hopefully that diamond wasn't anything super special. Bro, a question about road deer grinding. Do you need to kill both male and female or not? For the road deer, yeah, if they are a pair, L4K, you actually have to kill both the male and the female in order for them to respawn. If I'm not mistaken, maybe that's different. But yeah, you should have to kill them both. Is a diamond small rack whitetail rare? It is scored 271.22. I mean, that any whitetail above 270 is fairly rare. So yeah, that is a cool diamond right there. Alright. Gonna go claim the box wisher over here. Classic and Milky Way is my dream Mule Deer. That is a cool combo right there. AMK. Hello, CGO's better half. Welcome to the stream. You know, I'm pretty sure you are his wife, if I'm not mistaken. So happy to see you here. Thank you for joining us. That was not a good hit. I unfortunately zeroed for 150 instead of 300, so that guy will be gone. Bro. What was your first trophy? My first trophy ever? My first trophy ever, that was on Xbox on 2018, Funk. And it was a diamond whitetail jackrabbit. Yeah, Funk, that was my first trophy ever. You know, it was back whenever the hardware screen only shown like the X-ray of the animal. It didn't even display the fur. So that's a really old trophy right there. She seems to be hiding from you on the vertical stream, CGO. So that is a level 4 Mule Deer over there. Gonna try to drop it if he gives us a good angle. Putting the extra time into swapping roe deer pairs for solos. Yeah, that is definitely worth it. Like swapping the females for the solo males. It is definitely worth it. Not a good hit. Bro. So we killed a lot of mule deer during this run. But a lot of inaccurate shots as well. Alright, so time to go back to the main menu and change the time once again. Your first diamond was a dog, Owen, on Mississippi Acres. Oh, so, well, that's kind of cool because the green winged teal, that is a cool trophy. Sorry about that. Just this cold. You know, I'm almost over it, but yeah, I still got a bit of cough. Oh, it was a gator. Nice, Owen. By the way, Daniel, thank you very much for the 100 and the 2 jewels. Means a lot, man. Welcome back, Sergio. Papito is hilarious. Great to see you here, Abby. Now I know your name. Another kill. We are currently 111 kills in total, guys. And we've been streaming for a bit more than 2 hours. I think I'm gonna play for another 30 minutes. Not gonna lie, this stream has felt longer than the others. Because normally streaming for a couple hours, you know, that the time goes by fairly quickly on those. But then, like, I feel like I've been streaming for like 4 hours today. I'm not gonna lie. Chicken Feet Burger, welcome to the stream. Thank you. You know, glad to finally be able to show my face for the first time. Bro, you can ban her if you if you like. She seems to be a fan, CGO. Why would I do that? Me and my dad are going hunting, and not too long in real life. Nice. So you're about to go hunting with your dad, Owen? Well, I bet that'll be a great experience. You know, CGO, I think I'm a let Abby stay here because, yeah, sometimes, you know, the banter gets too crazy when talking about England and stuff, and how Argentina beat him during the World Cup. So yeah, just so things stay under control here. When 12-hour stream, oh, Bizarre, you know, I am open to it, but I'm not sure of how my voice is gonna hold by speaking during 12 hours, you know? The face cam effect makes time take a little bit more slowly. That makes sense, Caitlin. Yeah, it has to be that. It absolutely has to be that because, yeah, like, of course, this is my first time, and I feel it requires more focus because, yeah, of course, you are trying to not do anything stupid while the camera is on, you know, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I guess it takes more focus. Oh yeah, you're still whoring, Sijo? Well, what do you think about me? Do you think I'm not whoring with Mexico's defeat? So yeah, we're all whoring right here. And then Argentina lost the final, so yeah. It was all pain. Hello to this match. Welcome back. Liam, happy to see you, brother. How are you doing? Any great ones or anything good yet? So we got a Mosaic level 3. That is the only trophy we have gotten today. I hope you're whoring. Oh, believe me, Sijo, I am. I hope you're whoring too as well. I hope you're also whoring. That match was crazy though. The Mexico versus England one, that was such a good match. Hello, Ashley Hans. Happy to see you on the vertical stream. Hey, Rex, welcome. Stevie, welcome. Cool to have a face cam. I'm glad to finally be able to share my face with you guys. Tips on ocelot hunting? Ocelot hunting, that is a tricky species. Yeah, the ocelots are tricky species, so you know the best thing I would recommend you is to focus on the coast, mainly because the coast is fairly open and you're easily gonna be able to spot them there. So yeah, focus on the east coast and then move to the ponds. Like you can take my hotspot map as reference if you want. What is your favorite grade one? My favorite grade one, the moose, Rex. So yeah, I would say the moose because they are beautiful. Alright guys, time to go to our exteriors once again and shoot some stuff there. I was screaming at the TV when we lost. Oh, I bet, CGO. Yeah, I bet that was something because the way you lost it was terrible. Like you had that match under control and Tokel just ruined it by going all into the defensive. But man, the Mexico versus England match, you know, I went to watch it to a mall. Hey Jerryson, happy to see you today. Thank you very much for the super chat. Send those W's in chat, guys. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, brother. No, but as I was saying, CGO, I went to watch the Mexico versus England match to a mall, to a restaurant. And, well, here in Mexico, people go crazy. So the thing is, you know, this was on an Outback. And, of course, there are other restaurants around the Outback. And apparently there was like a little couple second delay on the TVs they had inside the restaurant on which I was. So you could hear the screams on the other restaurants a couple seconds before. And that spoiled, I believe, like the first 2 goals to me. That was a bit lame. But then it was something. There's a great Puma, bro. Yeah, the last 20 minutes on the match versus Argentina, it was terrible. Yeah, like it didn't make any sense what Tokel did. Hello, John Rocks. Welcome. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing good. I am picturing Mexican food being thrown everywhere when Mexico scored. It was something like that. Yeah, people absolutely went crazy with the goals. But you know the mood was quite low at all times because yeah, England were 2-0 over us at some point. So yeah, that destroyed the mood. There's a level 3 rider. Nice hit. When me and Abby went to Mexico, your guys celebrate sports like no other country. Yeah, we are really, really intense here with the way we celebrate things. A bit too much, though, I would say. But yeah, like people from here, also people from South America, you know, they are really passionate when it comes to football. Mexico, one of the revelations of the World Cup. Yeah, I would say we play surprisingly good, Sergio. It wasn't a bad performance at all. Pumas deserve a rework and maybe a great one. I completely agree, Mr. Dragon Jack. Yeah, I completely agree. The Pumas like really need to be reworked at some point. And in my opinion, they should really decrease the number of Pumas per map because they get to be insanely annoying. Like you go to Peru and you go to hunt vicuñas or tarucas, and man, there's always a Puma spooking stuff. Like it gets to be too much. Time to go back to our main lake right here. Hello, Liam Clark. Welcome. All the host countries had a good run this year. Yeah, Mexico played very good. The USA played very good, even though their last match was disappointing. Canada did a good job, even if they were the weakest of the three. So yeah, can't complain at all. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. I'm seeing something right here. Is it what I think it is, or do I need to put my glasses on? Because that Mule Deer rider looks very red. It may be just me, guys. Maybe I'm just getting, like, I don't know, maybe an etheristic red. I think I spoke too soon, but maybe it is actually rare. I don't know, guys. It looks a bit too reddish to me. Maybe? Never mind. It is just a common. What thing do you plan on? Plan on? Owen, like, what do I plan to do, or do you mean what do I play on? Yeah, because if you're asking why do I plan to do, I just plan to continue grinding Mule Deer for the rest of the stream. But then I got trolled by that Mule Deer, guys. It looked more red than it is. Hey, Dominic. Nice to see you today. Thank you. Means a lot to hear you say that. Pro going crazy, yeah. Yeah, I totally hallucinated a Rare Rider. That shot was terrible. Have you seen the Argentina saying we robbed them in conspiracy? I was seeing like some conspiracy theories like related to the final, but like it is all BS. The rest look like the Mule Deer took a swim in grape juice. So I'll have to look out for that, Caitlin. I've never seen a red, so I wouldn't be able to tell. But thank you for sharing that. I assume they look actually very, very red. Cough XCK, yeah, frostbite. I am coughing a lot. Just getting out of this cold, little cold I caught this week, and yeah, these last couple days especially. Yeah, my voice was very hoarse, but I am quickly recovering. What weather do you think is the worst weather in the game? I would say rain. Whenever it rains, it gets to be annoying sometimes, especially when it happens too often in some maps. So yeah, I would say that is the worst weather in the game. But I still like it when it rains. It adds to the variety. Yeah, Sergio, absolutely. There was no question Spain deserved to win that final. Like, you were completely superior. They are beautiful, like red wine or red velvet cake. So yeah, like it has to be really easy to distinguish them. Like, I cannot believe I confused that common with a red then. The fog is horrible. Let me check, because I believe I have fog disabled. No, I actually have it on high. So yeah, sometimes I prefer to disable the fog, especially while hunting at night. Because when using the night vision binos, having the fog disabled makes a massive difference. Yeah, Spain played a very smart game, CGO. Hey, Dominic, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for helping the channel, brother. AI Warrior, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good to see you as well. I understand that lake is a spawn trap. Was that the reason, or the thinking of making that lake all solos? So the reason why making this lake all solos is what works is because if you hunt only solos, you are able to have more bugs on this lake compared to if you left the herds. So yeah, you're gonna be able to have more bugs if you fill it with only solos compared to if you leave the herds, you know? We zeroed for 300 on that shot, so maybe we missed it. Did you catch the France versus England game? I watched part of it, CGO. But, I watched, I believe, the first half when England was up 4-0. And yeah, I was like, man, France isn't taking this game seriously. So I stopped watching it, and, well, I ended up missing out on possibly the best second half on World Cup history with like 6 goals or something like that. Level 9 Mela. Level 9 Mela, what species? AMK? And yeah, thank you, Dominic. Yeah, Sergio. Yeah, Argentina was completely exhausted during the final as well. Like, I mean, the fact both of their central defenders ended up injured, like, that's telling. Yeah, plus they had one less day to rest. compared to Spain. Hunting for crocodiles right now. Nice. So I bet you'll get even more trophies today, Owen. The Jaguar made it, 43.76. Great to hear, AMK. That sounds like your grind is going very, very good. I unfortunately cannot say the same about this grind, because even though we are still getting a lot of kills, the number of diamonds is concerning. Far from being impressive. There's a level 3 over there. Alright. Come on, man, give me a shot. Nice. Nice as well. Good night, Dominic. It was nice to see you today. I hope I get to see you during the next stream, and I hope you can rest very well. I am between 700 and 1000 kills into Mule Deer. Hope he responds soon. Thank you, Frostbite. Yeah, hopefully it responds very soon for you and for me as well. That would be amazing. That wasn't good, but he's going down still. So that makes it 821 kills in total. Not too bad. There's a level 2. But yeah, guys, we're gonna shoot this level 2 and we're gonna go claim him just before finishing the stream. Well, the shot wasn't great, but he's still gonna die. There's another level 2 we didn't see. Some more over there. Lots of level 2s. What's the next grind you're thinking of doing? I'm thinking on going for my second Great and Moose CGO, but this time on Leighton Lake. So yeah, that'll be a fun grind. I haven't grinded anything on Leighton for the last like 4 years. So I'm really looking forward to it. What are some good DLC in the Hunter Call of the Wild? I mean, talking about like weapon packs, you definitely have to get the modern rifle weapon pack. That is a good one. Gaming Lord. For example, I forgot the name of this other weapon pack, but there are some good ones. Like, I would recommend you looking for a YouTube video. And when it comes to the maps, you know, Emerald Coast is a fantastic map. Sundarbatan, definitely worth buying. The Peru Reserve, the new reserve, that is definitely worth buying. If I have a herd of 6 mule deer and get that herd to $4 and 2 does by swapping, wouldn't that be more beneficial than just have one solo there? The thing is, swapping bucks for females inside the herd, like that is very inconsistent. OG. So yeah, maybe it can be done, but that is way more inconsistent than swapping only solos or turning herds into solos. Leighton is so good, brother. Yeah, I've heard Layton is very good for both the whitetail and the moose. You've been grinding on Layton fairly recently as well, right, Sichio? Probably been the best stream yet. Maybe, Mr. Rahog. You know, I'm glad you've been enjoying it. And yeah, it's been a blast using the face cam. 144 likes, that's insane. Damn, thank you very much to anyone who has liked the stream, guys. And to anyone who has subscribed as well. We're just, what, 13 subscribers from hitting our goal? So yeah, we made it close. And yeah, to, you know, for whoever who's just joining the stream, guys, you know, don't forget to like the stream if you enjoy the content. It really helps the streams get promoted, which is amazing for the channel. So yeah, guys, make sure to like the stream if you like the content. It would help a lot. Hello, Fortnite Kid. Welcome to the stream. Any luck? We got a Mosaic level 3 Mule Deer earlier. That is the only trophy we have gotten today. What do you recommend me doing? My face and grind on her phone or Salswisen Park? So I assume you're asking me what is the best map to grind the pheasant on? You know, I'll recommend you Salswisen Park, Owen. Yeah, go to Salswisen Park. It is by far the best map to grind for the pheasant. Hello, Travis. Welcome. I'm doing very good. How are you doing? So we're gonna conclude the stream with 823 kills. Not bad at all. You know, I believe we started at like, what, 730, something like that? So yeah, it was a productive stream. Hello, Jonas. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for encouraging people to like the stream, hater. Chilling at work, Travis? Sounds like you're having a chill day in order to be able to watch the stream. Drink water. Drink water. Do you think my voice is sounding too dry? Because I'm hoarse at the moment, but because of the cold, because of a cold I got this week. But yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, my voice wasn't at its best today. Because yeah, like I've been hoarse the entire week, but I'm recovering already. So yeah, next stream it'll be a lot better, and hopefully I'll be able to stream for longer as well. Glad you enjoyed it, CGO. 737. We started at 737 kills. Not bad at all. We killed nearly 100 and you are getting 25 to 35 jaguars an hour. That sounds like a very good rate. AMK. Hello, TT Call of the Wild. How are you doing? Yeah, 25 to 35 jaguars an hour. That's pretty decent. There's another buck over that side. Hey Dixie, how is it going? Thank you for joining us. spend a whole week swapping on and off though. So yeah, it sounds like your grind is already very optimized. Which is great to hear. Also bro, took a break from the chami grind. Got 1 melanistic, 1 leucistic and 6 level 4 females. Whoa, that's cool. So what was the closest you got from getting a diamond female, hater? Like what was the biggest female you got? Hey G-Muffins, how are you doing? Happy to see you. Red Garros, welcome to stream. How is it going? And thank you. There's a level 3 that is leaving the zone, we're gonna leave it. And there was another bug there over there. Response gets so much more consistent if you grind both spawn traps. So you are currently grinding the spawn trap on the upper right corner and the one on the bottom right, right? AMK. That sounds like a good way to go about it. Hello Thomas. Happy to see you today. How are you? I'm doing very good. So the biggest female you got was a 56.7 max weight level 4. Got a lot of level 3s with a 56 plus. That was a big female, hater. Because the diamond score is what, 58? But yeah guys, that is gonna be pretty much it for today's stream. You know, it was a really good stream. Happy to see you all here. It was nice to chat with you. And of course, really happy about finally doing this well-anticipated face reveal. It was about time, don't you think? Took a while to happen. Roughly 5 years. But it just happened and I think it'll be really beneficial for the channel. Just don't forget guys, if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like the video and consider subscribing to the channel as well. It is very appreciated and it really helps the channel grow, which ultimately is our goal. Hello Andrew. Hello and goodbye and bye. Because yeah, we're about to conclude the stream, but thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you are doing good and it was nice to see you. Have a good one, guys. Yeah, thank you for joining. I'll see you later. Hey, Thomas, thank you very much for the gifted memberships. Caitlin got it, that's amazing. Thank you for supporting the channel. See you guys. Bye.